Hello again. It's supposed to become like a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Elysium. Except that, yeah.
The floorboards are twisting, and the shooting beams are slowly cracking, like bones. Far east of the Golden Delta, beyond the industrial port, there is a black patch of unlit coast with the smallest creatures on the ice. There will never be a club for anodic music here. Not in a million years.
You know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments, synthesizers and tape consoles, microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds. Go ahead.
Huh? I see you're here again. Off sign, man. Did I mention getting us into the church would help?
A young man with peroxide blonde hair holds up a Harman Welshi tape player, nodding along to the music.
Hardcore! It's hardcore! Skibberdee, skibberdanger. I am the rearranger.
Could there have been a right way out of this garden of forking paths, you think?
Hi again. So, how are things going?
He's a quiet man, mostly communicates through music, and by being a master of ceremonies. You know, a host, a declaimer of slogans. He's a performer.
Interesting, sire. A bit like you, then. An MC for short.
Well, he's just kinda here. I don't really know how to communicate with him. Yeah, sometimes, when I stumble and find my way into his centre, you have to hear a lot of hardcore to the mega first though.
The man smiles mysteriously. I get it. He's a puzzle.
Goodbye, officer.
The young man.
This is hardcore. It's hardcore! Skibberdee. Back to the hardcore! Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega! Internally coherent.
All car! All right! Yeah!
He furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the stuffy tent.
Hardcore! Ah! Is it though? But is it? I mean, really? I am the mic enforcer. I am the chicks checker. We're close. True, hard, full. Good morning, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yakokata, the place to be. It's the message, so listen and you will see. No. We're close. True, hardcore. Hardcore to the internally coherent.
All car! All right!
Gotta get the people going. Yeah, request. We're close. True, hardcore. Hardcore is internally all core.
He furrows.
Hardcore.
The question is, what is the question? But there was a question?
True. Hardcore is a mega. Here comes the night.
A pane of Eternite has been planted into the barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind, the pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
Yes, what is it? Yes, what is it?
All you hear is your own breathing. There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab.
Hello again. Aha, but it's not just any empty old building. What not a lot of people know is this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical. And Felt, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
It looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass. Bushy undergrowth has taken hold of the collapsed rooftop. Some kind of bird has set up a nest on a broken windowsill.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains. They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. Player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era. Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve, or should I say they were developing an ace up their sleeve? I'm mixing my metaphors here. It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for a tape computer. An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution. Revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bring them to the average consumer, which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and ZAM, haven't achieved yet.
He assumes something like a combat stance, facing the wind.
Indeed. What?
The revolution!
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes. Possibly from this very building, or one of the adjacent ruins. All of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D. Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed in the war.
A pleasure wheel?
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but reeds before Feld arrived. They had to make the prospect of living here attractive. It was supposed to become a global center for innovation in cybernetics. But history had other plans. Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here.
Wait, is he saying that we should just bypass the excesses of the revolution?
Tape computers. They used them for military communications, but also to write and send out press releases, the most notorious example being Le Décret de Mars. What's the Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the newly created Commune of Revachol on the 7th of March in the year 02.
A short-lived legislative foundation for a short-lived utopia.
It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol on her political concept album, Bon Baiser dans ce Lind. You should read it. Every local library in Revachol stocks a copy of the decree. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried to. Someone was much too interested in worms to be paying any attention. Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it, they were very elegant, exquisite, alien-looking turn-of-the-century hardware.
Buckle up.
10 years ago, I did a little freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Womty Dumpty Dum Center in Vredefort, Oranje. It raised the same questions, and we had lengthy discussions with Paul Ockerman, who was head curator at the time. This was before the twins Keith and Guy Hughes joined the team, trying to...
Wait, did he just say Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center? He did it. He said Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center, like it's the most natural thing in the world. What the hell is a Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center? And who the hell are Keith and Guy Juiced?
The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center for Contemporary Arts. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's why the head curator, Paul Ockerman, chose to... In fact, I'm not. The Wompty Dumpty Dum Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort and are ever in the market for an exhibition space / contemporary art research center. But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution. The machine would then analyze the handwriting, perform operations, and project output onto a white screen. It was a beautiful, delicate thing.
Made of black film and folding tape structures.
I certainly haven't. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, it pains me to imagine the revolutionaries setting fire to this precious device. But so they did. The Feld playback experiment vanished into the fires of '07. Yes, the official name of the prototype. Some sources report it as the Feld playback experience. Who knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands. Either way, they're all gone now. But of course, what else? Sure, what's on your mind? Yes, they even...
A pleasure.
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. Oh, I'm afraid...
Wait, is he
Tape computers. They used it. What's the Mars...
a short-lived?
It's a beautiful... I tried to get Mikhail to memorize. But of course, what else?
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but a few locusts trudge along the wall of the trap is
Mister, what were you doing in my fireplace? Oh, okay. Bye!
Hello again. How can I help you? Of course. It's in working order still, isn't it? Just pick your tape and set it spinning. It all starts with the tape.
All the old boomboxes are there.
Hello again. How can I help you?
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps. You see rows of toy soldiers.
Right to work! Right.
Don't think so.
Silence. He takes the photo. Grey eyes dart back and forth on the glossy surface, hard as a stone, but beneath it.
Fucking loincloths. Really did him in.
Yeah. What it means.
I can tell you what this one means. Only one. You want to hear what happened here? Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush. In Benital, 41. Monsoon season. He's on a reconnaissance mission.
Benital is one of the inhabited islands of the Seminese archipelago near the Pale. Covered in jungle, it was anchor point for the Seminese nationalists in the proxy war held on the islanders' territory.
He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kept villages. Men are getting restless. There's talk of switching employers.
With some strange emotion. This is about to get really graphic.
Our boy, he's only a captain then, but he knows how these men think. If they don't see action soon. At dawn, he comes upon two kids, breeding in the bushes by the river. Or maybe they weren't breeding. Maybe they were just making eyes at each other. I like to think they were breeding. We shot the boy. He was useless, but the girl, she was nice. A little fat, you know, but not too old. What's the matter, militiaman? No stomach for it? This man was worth 1,000 loincloths. We're done talking here.
I think we should maybe even get going now.
He clearly does not think poking the hornet's nest is a wise plan anymore.
Hell no. I'm just an honest scab. I won't have talk like that around here. You understand?
His neck muscles tense up. The veins on his neck bulge. It just has to be said, that was not a convincing line.
Fucking loincloth.
Loincloth? Now you see, that's not really what a scab would say, is it? Better not to press the issue further, sire. He seems tense.
Fucking bomb.
I'm going to interpret that as a yes. There's a tribunal.
How about you fuck off now, huh?
Okay, of course.
The man's breathing steadies, but his eyes are still narrow. Slowly, he's trying.
Yes?
The bed is still cold from the broken window. The fan stands still. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. The window stands broken.
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board. It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Not much is... An aluminium block runs the width of the board. A bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard. Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse. You don't exactly close them. Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment... It's slightly... ever so slightly. Your hand shakes.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? I fear I've told you all I know. Is there anything else I can help you with? Oh? Of course, Detective. What would you like to know? Good. What we do...
There was a touch of discomfort there.
The Pines, and that is...
The Wild Pines group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Son-Baptiste, Elysium, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star.
Why, thank you. I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue. And to think, there are years when the group books losses in the billions. Wild Pines employs 72,000 people, all of whom have families that depend on their salaries. It is a tremendous responsibility.
She nods.
Of course. I'm glad you... Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work. Ever. End of story. Indeed, the point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Everard...
She's being sarcastic.
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
If you were to prick him with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife, maybe? No, a rapier.
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar. Have you seen him? Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers... Of course. The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the union refuses to? To answer your question, yes, they were organised by Wild Pines. The contractors picked them up from Jamrock and drove them over. This is standard practice. The company reserves the right to man its stations. The scabs? To answer your question, yes, they were organised by Wild Pines. The contract... Of course. How else can I help? What would you like to know? Good. Of course. Anything to help. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news.
Give me a moment. I'm no one, if you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet, but I don't complain, no.
And all she gets, too. The coastal wind beats down hard on the coal room door outside. She hasn't spoken to anyone.
Hello again, officers.
The lieutenant, hatred, the woman on the boat, does not notice her.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her. On a first-name basis with her, are we? Have you got a crush on her? Can't you tell? I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Have you ever tried your hand at graffiti-o? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home, and Mona was here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cads. And my name's not Mona, so... This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up, you know. Yeah? Lying is cool, I guess.
This door is made of metal and appears to be no one.
Let's go. There's nothing.
Trying to sneak up.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with the expression. An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with the expression. The porter reel is just what you needed. The reel's attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape, you press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts. It sounds like someone's moving in the room, getting comfortable. Then the organ starts playing a simple, melancholic tune echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in. Telling you about the tiniest church in Cessons, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. It's mega sad. Within seconds you know, this is the one. The real shit you've been looking for. The one you trust your room to. This one tells it like it is. This is your tune. A click, then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning. Of course you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this. And you already know the lyrics since you've listened to it like a million times. Yep, they're all here. All 3 verses. And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it. Only one obstacle stands on your way. Gart. You have to convince Gart to let you sing karaoke in the whirling. After you've won him over, you can express yourself. The lieutenant watches you pack up. It's just a racist mug. What's there to read? The worn map features the library card. Billy is a unisex name. A cockatoo. This book talks about the delicate. There it is again. The worn map. The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left. Someone has. You'll find the filament memory with the offside copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care. Sully Swaff.
Hey, was there something you needed? No, you don't. It's not happening.
He tries not to look at you. It's dangerous to acknowledge the karaoke man. You need to approach this situation logically. Ask him why he has the PA system installed if you can't use it.
By causing more trouble, I think we're good. The whirling doesn't need more sad style. That's one of the styles it can do without right now. It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of '44. A lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke. It's not for bands, it's for clients. Some clients, okay? Not you. Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard.
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine.
The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet. You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady,
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
The stage, you feel...
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
The stage, you...
So, are you ready for your thing?
The air is thick with anticipation. The tape clicks into the carousel, and then the music starts.
I would often go there, to the tiny church there. The smallest church in Saint-San. though it once was larger. How the realm may rest there, down through the mist there, toward the Seven Sisters, toward those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there, in that tiny yard there. I have been so glad here, looking forward to the past here. But now, you are all alone. None of this matters. No, none of this matters at all.
Not bad.
Yes, not bad at all.
No reply. There is silence now in the deep where the voice came from. It has receded into you, to return only in dreams and nightmares.
Okay, yes. I'm going to unplug the microphone, so you can get off the stage now.
Yes?
Ah, smallest church in Saint-Saëns, right? It was all right. Subdued. I might start letting people up there again. Now, what can I do for you?
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Yes? What is it? That was pretty good, Harry. Wasn't it, Jean?
That was absolute shit, if you want my opinion. Drunken shit. Haven't wanted anything to end this badly since I had cluster headaches. Horrible. Truly horrible. I beg of you, don't ever subject anyone to this torture again. I mean, seriously, you need to...
Jean, it's not right. Don't make it worse, and I really liked it.
She actually did. The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its There is a hollow, saddened ring as you kick the Levanturier mail collection box. It sounds betrayed, in disbelief even. Your toe has suffered damage. It hurts.
Cool. You really showed that milk.
He does not actually think it's cool. If anything, the lieutenant feels sorry for the poor box.
I don't. Let's go.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
The tear machine. Your bottles clunk into the machine. And the money. Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo? Lorry stuck in the windows are clear. The back end, a book.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia, likely.
There, he was acting tough.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you? The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? What a thought. You're that guy. Wasn't I the murdering type?
He's not. He means.
Understood.
No problem.
The file cabinet stands hundreds and the same you already win. Remember all items on the list. The drawers. The payphone hangs mutely on the wall. There is
Yes?
This is the night watchman's booth. A rusting control panel with several knobs. The crane does not return to its original position. No screech of metal when you push the...
Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do for you? Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
Okay, mister. I'm not gonna bother you with a long greeting, just like we talked about before. I know you're probably a busy man being an important police officer and all. Oh, I'm just Sure, mister. About what? Oh, that...
Told you.
Oh, we're on a...
So no...
Not, but Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so. Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something.
Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow.
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. Well, that's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
Look at him. It's not going to be anything useful anyway. Don't fight it. Better to go with the flow. Too late. Leo's mouth is still moving, and the words are spewing forth. Now he's talking about some drunk sawmill owner who... No, he already switched to a...
Oh, we're on a...
So no...
Not, but Titus... Oh, him and his...
Don't go all bad cop on this simple...
I guess...
Easy, Leo.
Look at him. It's...
I remember I was the runt of the class. The bigger boys always used to pick on me. You see, I had a bit of a temper back in the day. Flew off the handle like nobody's business. But Mr. Everett and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head. Noel never started another fight with anyone after this. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should go talk to Mr. Everett.
You're never getting anything useful out of him.